Thanks for tuning in today. I am Lesley Salman with LPT Jacobs & Company Real Estate, and we're here today with Jeanette Fisher. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Jeanette's with Listing Profit Remodeling.
Yes.
And what's really cool about Jeanette is she's partnering in with me now to help me get some places sold. And I kind of just wanted to let my clients and let people out in the just residents in the area and the community know what I now have to offer them, which I just think is really exciting and cool, and just a big help. And it's a win all the way around, and that's like my favorite.
It is. It's a great way for folks who are thinking about selling. We go in and we offer sellers a couple of different options in the remodeling. We do a couple inspections and provide 2 or 3 different options in terms of what they can get for the remodel of the home. And when we talk about remodeling, it could be everything from replacement kitchen and bathrooms to simply just painting and flooring. So it can be a full remodel, or it could be just an interior cleanup and
freshen it up a little.
Yeah, and all those things cost money and time. So what we do is we take that out of the equation, because we can go in and do the inspection. We offer the program, and all the cost of all the construction and all the materials is deferred all the way up until the day of closing.
So they're getting to pay for it out of the money that's tied up in the house. So they have the money, they just don't have access to it. And they don't have access to the full extent of it unless they put these improvements in. So it's like that catch-22 that you're solving the problem.
That's exactly right. And for real estate agents, what we do for the agents at this stage is we take away the job of being the general contractor. So there's no mystery about what's getting done, and it's because it's what we do full time. We take a lot of pride in what we do, and we want to make sure everybody's really happy at the end.
So let's just say someone is remodeling their kitchen.
The whole point of the remodel is really to sell the house and get the most out of it for the seller. Right. So we have some standard features that we recommend that the sellers use. If there's anything they want in addition, we're willing to talk to them about those additions and changes. But for a kitchen, for example, we'll go in and we'll do appliances, and we'll do flooring, and we'll do lighting. We'll change out faucets, and we'll change out the countertops if necessary, and cabinets. So we can do all of that. We can do as much or as little as is actually needed.
And I'm assuming you do not just the pretty stuff, but you can do an HVAC system if it's or the roof or something like that.
A roof, siding, windows. A lot of folks don't realize how old the windows are and the efficiency of a brand new window. Appliances, if we have a laundry room issue, we can work on washers and dryers and get the house. For example, I looked at a property recently, and the house didn't have any HVAC, and we were able to offer them the option to put that in as part of the remodel.
That's awesome.
We have project managers that they know this business inside and out, and they can go in and make recommendations based on the inspections that we do.
Change gets harder as you get older, right? I mean, I know that, and if it's overwhelming just to move, let alone to do things like this. So I would think that that's somebody, or even somebody that's been they just haven't taken care. They've a lot of deferred maintenance. They haven't taken care of their property, or they didn't have the money to.
Or people just get used to the condition of their house, right?
Yeah.
That door doesn't close right, and that cabinet, and
you're like, well, if I can live with it that way, they can too. And it's like, not really.
Right. I can put paper products in that cabinet. Don't put any glassware in there. So we know. I mean, and it could be a brand new house, but we know the condition of our property, and we're used to it, right? Because it's our home. But when you're ready to sell, and you make a really good point about people who are in the retirement age, or people who are going to make a transition to the next stage in their lives, where they might need to move into retirement communities now, where it's like living on a cruise ship. So you want to be able to get the house in a condition to sell, and not just sell. You want it to be able to sell quickly.
Yeah.
And you want to get the best value out of the sale.
Yeah, you want to get, I mean, that first weekend is so imperative to have it like in showroom condition and have the people come in, and hopefully you're getting multiple offers situation and less contingencies and all that. And
it's amazing how a fresh flooring and the coat of paint and brand new cabinets, new fixtures in the bathroom, things that you don't really think about that often until you walk into the difference of a brand new build versus the sale of someone else, someone who's lived in the home for a while. But when you see all the updates and all the upgrades, it just looks like a new house, and that's exciting for buyers. Depending on the amount of equity in the home and the project itself, we offer up to about $25,000 in move-out advance, which would help with the cost of the move and even help with the rental and the temporary space until you sell the house, and then able to move into the new location. And we do recommend folks move out so that so the project can get done much faster. We can do everything much faster without having to move people in and out of different rooms as we take care of the remodels. We have to shut down plumbing and turn off the electricity, and I mean there are things you have to do. And if we can do that without the folks living there, it does make it a little bit easier. However, there are situations where that doesn't work, and we will do our best to help them out.
Well, awesome.
Yeah.
Is there
It's very exciting.
Well, is there anything else that we haven't covered that you think is important?
The other thing is even the exterior. What's it look like from the street? So we'll do some general landscaping to make the house look fresher and younger. When a house is not in the condition to sell, it takes a lot longer to sell it.
Yeah.
And for folks that want to sell, they want to be able to get the most out of their investment. So if we can get the house to that position, it'll sell faster. You're not carrying it on as much, and then you can move on to the next stage.
Well, I love that, and I love that I now have this extra tool in my tool belt for my clients. That's what I'm always on the lookout for, and I'm excited to do projects together.
Me too.
And I'm excited to have anybody out there that's interested in talking to me about listing their home and using this sort of feature to get themselves to the highest dollar amount. I mean, otherwise a lot of people just sell their house as is, and they're losing out on, hundreds of thousands of dollars, to be honest with you. So feel free to reach out to me. I'm at 703-505-7400, and I would love to give you a consultation.